last mincemeat pies from here. Ta-da! It doesn't like the outside.
Hello, it's day 12. So today it's a super quick one. I'm in the sewing cave doing some sewing, and I'm going to show you how I do my quick and easy, simple DIY Christmas tree skirt. So I'm using this fabric that I got from Fabrics for All. It's a white one with, I want to say slightly silver sketched holly leaves, which is going to be nice for my popping Christmas tree. So yeah, we'll start gathering the fabrics and we'll just whiz through and show you how to quickly have a lovely Christmas tree skirt. Okay, so what you're going to need is your facing fabric. So that's the main fabric that I'm going to be using. You're going to need some interfacing. So this is where your basically, your cheap fusible interfacing is going to work. And you're also going to need some ribbon that you'll use to tie the skirt together around. So with these in mind, we're going to get into cutting. Right, okay. So I'm using a 1/2 meter of fabric because I'm doing a small tree skirt. So if you're doing something bigger, just get some more fabric. But what I basically do is I will fold this fabric in half along the selvage edge, which should be easy to do because when you buy it, it's like that. I do not bother with pre-washing my fabric for Christmas tree skirts because, yeah, I don't normally wash them. Okay, and then we're going to fold it on the diagonal like that. Okay, and then we're going to fold it again on the diagonal like so. Okay, so we've got this perfect triangle. And so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create our cutting line that will make the circle. Okay, so quilting ruler will work and your erasable pen. So I'm using this one. So any ruler will do really. It doesn't have to be a quilting ruler. So what you then do is you're going to measure from this point here. So this is about 11 inches for me. So I'm just going to go, it's almost like I'm doing this as a compass. So we're creating our circle using the radius. And the easiest way to determine the radius is go from this point here to this furthermost point, because then you're just using your fabric as efficiently as possible. So you have, this will be your cutting line here. Okay, it's not a perfect circle, but it's near enough to look like a circle that, frankly speaking, the only person who would complain about it not being a circle is that pedantic uncle, the one you have to put up with once a year, who's like, actually, technically speaking, this isn't, but we're not really making this tree skirt for him. We're making it for the kids who enjoy decorating Christmas trees and enjoy putting tree skirts on a tree. So there we go. So that is your lower cutting line, and that should approximate a circle. Okay. And then we need somewhere for the stem of the Christmas tree to go onto. So again, I like to use 1.5 inches radius. I find that works well for me. So 1.5 inches from that point, again, you're just marking it just like so. Yeah, so there we go, 1.5 inches. So whatever measurement you're using, just making sure that it's consistent. Okay, so there we go. We have our line. This is where the stem, the trunk is going to go, and that is the edge of the thing. So the next thing is to grab your scissors. There we go, scissors. We're going to cut. All right. This is actually like a little mini Christmas tree. So you'll see when you unfold it, you kind of have a circle, which is what we're doing with our big pieces here. So gonna cut, and if you have a rotary cutter, you probably want to use that as well. Might be better. I'm sort of cutting through 8 layers of fabric at the moment, which I can assure you is not a lot of fun. So I'm gonna cut through that, and there we go. So dun, 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 half a circle, and then you have a full circle. But before we do that, we're just going to cut a straight line down one side here. Okay, so this is this is now 2 pieces of fabric, and we're just gonna cut a straight line just like so. So then this is what you have. Okay, we're going to turn it right sides together. I should have actually folded this right sides together so that you don't have to do it, but you know. So what you have is almost like a really thick donut with a circle and a line down the middle. So the next thing you want to do is you want to get some interfacing and fuse this backing piece. So here I am just fusing the interfacing. So this is going to take a bit of a while because this is a slightly bigger pattern piece than what you'd be used to in dressmaking. So just take your time with it. So now that's been fused. You want to take your other pattern piece. You could fuse this too if you wanted to make your skirt extra stiff, but I'm not. So you're going to lay it down right sides together, right? If you like using your pins, go ahead and grab your pins, and you're going to pin all the way along here. I personally prefer using Wonder Clips, so I'm using Wonder Clips. Okay, and then your next stage is to get your ribbon. Okay, so I'm actually reusing a ribbon that was used in packing a fabric that I had ordered from a small fabric boutique, which is quite a good way of reusing stuff. So I want 4 equal lengths of ribbon. So I just do that, and then I'm going to cut these. Okay, so I've got 4 equal lengths of ribbon, and what we want is on this opening here, you're going to mark equal points. You're going to mark equal points from the top. So I kind of want my first ribbon to be on there, and then my second ribbon to be on here. Okay, so then you open this up, and you're going to place your ribbon there. And then you're going to pin it in place, and you're going to do the same on this other side as well, making sure that they are lined up. Okay, and then you pin that in place, and you're going to do the same for this one and for this one right there, because we're going to sew the entire seam in one go. Okay, and before you take it to the machine to start sewing, you want to make sure that you've got these tucked out of the way, because we don't want to sew the ends of those ribbons onto the seam. So you're going to tuck them completely out of the way. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do one big old seam going all the way around here, and then down, and then all the way around the circumference, and then we're just going to leave a small gap about here where you're going to turn everything through. So I am actually going to start sewing from here all the way around, all the way, and then I'm just going to finish here. So this is going to be where my turning point is. Okay, so I'm going to go over to the sewing machine now. Okay, so I'm sewing, let's see if we can show you this. Okay, so I'm starting from this point here, and I'm going to go all the way around the outer circumference first, come up that opening, inner circumference, all the way down, and then I'm going to finish off over there. And I am using just the width of my sewing machine foot. Okay. Okay, so we've turned it under, right sides through. So you pull everything through here. Sorry, I thought I was recording with my camera, but it wasn't. But yeah, we've pulled everything right through, like so. And then we're going to take this over to the ironing board. Okay, so just using your fingers to do some moving around. Sorry, the lighting is really, really poor today. It's a beautiful gray day without a lot of lighting. So you want to do that and just lay it flat, grab your iron, and then you're just going to press. And you're just going to press and do that all the way around. Okay, here we go. It's all pressed, looking nice and neat. And this bit where the opening is, we've pressed those seams under, and we're just going to go back onto the machine, and we're just going to top stitch over that to close that opening. Okay, and so there we go. We've stitched over that opening. It's closed now, and voila, a tree skirt. And so what you do is you put this around the base of your tree, and you just tie your ribbons together, and this takes less than an hour from cutting out to finishing it. And by the way, you don't even need to put interface in if you don't want to. You can very easily just make it a nice drapey tree skirt if you so wished. So that's the tree skirt done in less than an hour. Oh, I just had an idea. This could be a catwalk look, couldn't it? The oversized collar. Jean-Paul Gaultier. Christmas skirt chic. Anyway, really hope that you've enjoyed that. That's all today for Vlogmas, because we've got a quiz night to go to, so we're not going to be around for the evening, so I've had to get everything done a little bit earlier, and I hope that you enjoyed that. That's your quick and easy DIY Christmas tree skirt, and now we're going to put it on location where it's going to live for the rest of Christmas. Bye. This is the poor tree without a Christmas tree skirt, but it only took an hour, and we've got a tree skirt for you.